What impresses you when y'all look at the tape about Florida?
They got great guards, the wings like to run, they have energy guys. Everybody plays hard on their team, so it's a very talented team.
They seem to be known for their defense. What stands out day in and day out?
Well, they just all play hard, so when you got guys that play hard, they just want to win, so it all carries over to the defense.
Let's go back and look at the last game and all the numbers and the roster. What do you look at that game and say, wonder what we got some turnovers?
Well, you just got to go back and look at the film and see what you could have done better. Like you said, it was just everybody making mistakes. We went to film yesterday to see how we could get better from making those mistakes.
Were they doing anything though to force you guys into that specifically? What was this mistake?
Some of them was good defense, and some of them mostly was just our mental mistakes.
What's behind some of those mental mistakes, though? I mean, it's twice in the last 3 road games that you've had 18 plus turnovers. Do y'all see something on film that you can identify that leads to some of these?
I just think sometimes it's just a lack of focus, not being fully sharp with the ball at times, just lack of focus most of all.
What do you attribute that to then? I mean, there's got to be a reason, this team can't be focused in certain situations like that. What about for you? You've had several big games of late, and been a little bit more consistent, for yourself. What you kind of, how have you seen your game adjust down the stretch?
Well, I just look at the previous ACC games and see how I can get better from games that I had trouble in at times. So as I get further down the road, I get more experience and how I can get my teammates involved, how I can attack for myself, and just go from there.
This is about the time, when Colin kind of took the team on himself a little bit last year. Do you kind of see that opportunity for yourself as well, able to kind of take more of an assertive role in this team?
Well, I'm not Colin Sexton, so I'm just taking it day by day. Whatever I can do to help my team, I'll do.
Do you learn more from the road losses or the big wins, or is there an extra learning curve when you have a big loss like this, or is there more to learn from?
Yeah, in my opinion, you always learn from the road games or a big loss because that's what's more critical. You make more mistakes when you lose, mostly when you win, so you take it from the losses.
What are some of these, you and Avery have talked about your one-on-one video sessions and stuff. What have some of them been like the last few weeks?
Just like they normally be, just how I can attack, get my teammates involved, put guys in the right position to score, just defense, everything pretty much.
Is there a play or something, maybe from this last video session that stands out where he pointed to something and it clicked?
I remember one play I was going down, I got to switch on the big, and instead of just pulling up, I tried to go around and throw a baseline pass, and I can't remember which player picked it off, but he told me I could have pulled up or got on 2 feet and made another pass.
He said this a few times, like Tevin passed up an open 3 and led to a turnover. Are there times that this team is not aggressive offensively sometimes, or do you feel like y'all don't take your opportunities when they're there, or what?
I feel like we're aggressive. Mainly, I think he didn't take the shot because he had missed one right before that. So, as a player, you don't want to miss 2 shots in a row, but at the same time, you got to be confident in your shot because you're working a lot of time. So that's probably what that had to do with it.
We have time for a few more.
The bench only contributed 5 points. They're normally contributing about 20. What do you think went into that, and how important are they for you?
The bench is important because every team that can succeed, they have a good bench. So our bench mainly shows up. It just was a rough game down in Mississippi State.
Sometimes when you're in the game at a point, coaches still have Herb bring it up and you go to the wing. Do you like that better, or do you prefer bringing it up?
I'm just doing what's best for the team.
One more question? Thank you.
What impresses you about them?
Their guard play, and then they got some very nice bigs that we got to make sure that we contain. They can do a lot of different things, but we just got to mainly make sure we keep their guards under control.
What looks good about their defense?
They make you move the ball around the court and just make the right decisions when you're out there.
Galin, this is the first time we've talked to you since you went through the concussion protocol. What was that experience like? Obviously, what do you remember from the game being hit?
It was a different experience because I haven't had one before, but just a concussion, headaches, a little bit of dizziness, but it only lasted like a day or so, so I was able to recover pretty well.
How you feeling now?
I feel great now, 100%.
What do you kind of see from this team with some of the inconsistencies, especially on the road? It seems like we keep harping on it, but it just seems like every week it's something similar.
Yeah, I think I've said something about that before. Just us trying to find consistency within the team and just turn that corner. Like Coach talks about levels, and we just trying to go up another level each game and take something from each game, regardless if it's good or bad.
The bench has been consistent for the majority of the games. What happened in Mississippi State? Was it just a case of everyone kind of having a bad game?
Yeah, I think it's just probably just one of those games where everyone was just in a slump and we just really couldn't get out of it.
It seemed like the last few times the team has really tried to pressure the ball inside, whether yourself or Dante. Mistakes like that, turnovers. What's the key to some of that? I mean, is it Kyra said lack of focus, but what's been the root of some of it seems like they're forcing the ball inside a little bit rather than making plays happen.
Yeah, like Kyra said, it's probably a lack of focus and a little bit of carelessness on our part. And, we just got to communicate too with those guys. When sometimes we might look open, we might not really be open. So it's no one's actual fault. We just got to communicate with each other like we usually do.
How have you seen, speaking of Kyra, how have you seen him kind of take the next step with his game a little bit? He looks like he's kind of coming into his own a little bit.
Yeah, you couldn't tell if they told you he was 17 years old. It still surprises us every day that we see him play. So I think he's turning the corner really well.
Has he been more assertive at all as far as, we see it on the scoreboard, of course, but do you feel like in the team that he's taken on more responsibility a little bit and that kind of?
Yeah, I think he's became a lot more comfortable with us and, starting to take a little bit of a leader role and trying to be a little bit more vocal. So, yeah, I definitely see that.
Where do you have an example of where you've seen him take some of that vocal, like you said, he's still 17.
Yeah.
Some of y'all are 4 or 5, I guess in Riley's case, 35 years old. But, what's that like a little bit?
We respect each other at a great level. So, if anytime he might pull one of us to the side, it might not even be all of us at the same time, just pull us one to the side and talk to us one-on-one. And we talk to him the same way. So, it's not a thing where, we don't want to listen. We listen to everyone equally just because we're trying to help each other.
Time for 2 more.
You're obviously back home now, in the kind of the comforts of Coleman a little bit. How important are some of these, a lot more road games left than home games, so how important are some of these to get those wins when you have them available?
Yeah, we, of course, we play our best basketball at home, so we're a lot more comfortable right now, but this is a little home stretch we're about to come up on, and we have to make sure that we finish strong going into the SEC tournament and just go game at a time, take it game by game.
Any other questions?
Thanks, Gail. Appreciate it.